Hi, my name is Christina.
Hi, my name is Hannah. Welcome to the Minas Dollz talk show. Welcome to the Minas Dollz talk show. We're joined by our first guest, award-winning author Ruva. Hi Ruva, so nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us about your book?
My book is called Beauty for Ashes. It's a story about my life, about what I went through. I wrote it with the intent to inspire and to uplift other women that have gone through what I've been through. It's a story that I wrote about me, which because I was sexually molested by my dad's best friend, and I got pregnant as a result of that. And I was very suicidal. I nearly committed suicide 4 times. I remember on 4 days before I gave birth to my daughter, I walked out of my house. I went in the middle of the main road and I just laid there waiting for a car to come and run me over.
Gosh, that's obviously such an intense and horrible time you must be going through.
Oh yeah.
If you're okay with it, could you tell us a little bit more about, how you were feeling at that time and where those feelings came from?
Why you want to commit the suicide? What were you thinking?
What I was thinking was I wanted to go. I wanted to check out.
Why were you thinking that way?
I was thinking about that way because of people's words. A lot was said about me.
So who were these people?
Friends.
Okay.
They basically were saying some nasty stuff about me. A lot of lies were spread. And that contributed to me wanting to actually commit suicide, because I digested what people said about me, the negativity. And with that being said, I was just not in a very good place in my mind.
Were you, believed and supported, in the situation you were in?
With my parents, with my family, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And it was just friends that were sort of making you feel really low. And obviously, 4 days from giving birth, stressful and scary time for anyone as a new mum.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So writing the book, have you found that therapeutic, sort of going over what happened to you and getting out in words kind of thing? Yes,
it's definitely been therapeutic. I wanted to write it after I have overcame, that, because it's therapeutic in the sense that, a lot of things have come out of the book. I mean, so far, five babies that were going to be aborted have not been aborted.
Wow.
Which is absolutely amazing to me. And I'm just so grateful.
Yeah.
And obviously, last weekend I won my first ever Authors Award, which I'm so grateful for as well. Thank you.
So what was done to this uncle of yours? Can you tell us? Any action taken?
Yes, he was arrested, but he was then released because there wasn't enough evidence.
Which is going to be very difficult for you then.
And of course, with being 4 days away from having a baby and having this sort of suicidal time and depression, I mean, how do you overcome that? Just for anyone watching, because obviously mental health is a big issue for people nowadays, especially women and mothers. So what advice for people would you have on how you overcame that bad time?
And the viewers watching?
I would say talk to someone, pray, and if you are out there and you've been through what I've been through, the first thing you must do is to not take on board the negativity of what people will say. You have to make a decision to be positive.
Yeah.
You have to, your mental health is so important. You have to be cautious and to be very selective on the thoughts that go through your mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Because that's something that I wasn't what's the word? I wasn't cautious about
Of your thoughts, yeah.
Yeah, about my thoughts.
You just pick whatever you
Anything
think.
that came in my mind.
Yeah. You just thought it was right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it starts off there by taking inventory of your thoughts, taking inventory of what people say to you. You don't have to take on board the negativity that people say. There's a difference between constructive criticism and straight up and someone being just straight up mean and rude and nasty. So yeah, you don't have to take any negativity that people say over your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you overcome it? How did you, come out of this suicide, thing?
Depression. And then where are you now? Where do you, are you feeling good in your life? And
Yes, absolutely. I'm very happy. I overcame by me being open, me talking to someone, and also praying, and also just me having a relationship with God and my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it really helped. It really helped.
So how old is your daughter now?
My daughter is now 7.
oh wow.
She's 7 now.
Good. And everything's good in your life now. Obviously, writing the book now, therapeutic time, but also probably, the right time to write the book. Do you think?
Yes. I'm actually on my 2nd book now.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
So when will that be released?
Dear Single Mom, the title of the book is called Dear Single Mom. It's going to be out next year on Mother's Day.
Brilliant. So these books are obviously great messages for young women, single mums going through a hard time. Excellent. Well, it's been so lovely to have you, though.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, but join us afterwards when we're joined by our second guest, Olu.
Welcome back to another stock show. We're joined by our second guest, Olu Dre. He's a UK artist. How are you?
I'm
Olu
fine.
Dre?
And you guys?
Good, yeah, good, thank you.
Very good.
So you're a music artist. Tell us a little bit about the genre of music you do and what you've got coming up.
Okay. It's Afrobeat, but to break it down, is Fuji mixed with hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah. So Fuji is a thing I picked from back home then, because I'm from Ibadan. I used to love Obesere and Pasuma way back then, So now in UK, I'm just doing something that people can relate with by putting a bit of hip hop in the Fuji.
Ah, brilliant.
Yep.
So have you got a new single coming out that everyone will be looking forward to?
Yeah, there's a song out there now with the video, but of course there's always more work coming up. So there's loads on the pipeline.
Brilliant.
Okay. So, Olu, can you tell us how do you balance it all, having a day job and then being an artist? Because it's not quite easy. Sometimes it's clash.
It's not easy
So
at all. Yeah, like the work is always in the way. I wish to do a lot more. I've said it before that I can drop a new single every week if I have the chance. But the work is there, and that's where the bills get taken care of. So yeah, I don't have a choice. So right now, I just try as much as possible to balance myself. People have asked me this question, how do I manage? And the answer is always, I don't know. What needs to be done needs to be done.
You've got to follow your passion, isn't it?
That
and
is
being
it.
determined.
Exactly.
So determination, I'll say.
Yeah. So tell us about your new single.
Come again?
Tell us about your new single that's out just now.
It's Jupa Juse.
What do you say?
So what inspire?
Right. So if you speak the language, Jupa means throw your arms. Juse means throw your legs. Actually, when we were shooting the video, we had to kind of do that so that the girls will understand, So it was throw arms, throw legs instead of Jupa Juse, But that's it. So when you hear Jupa Juse, basically it's boogie down, you understand?
Yeah.
That's it, It's basically for people to have fun, dance, and enjoy yourself.
Brilliant. So where can people hear about it or listen to any of your stuff?
Yeah, my videos are on YouTube. I've got quite a few on YouTube,
Your social media as well.
Exactly. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's oludre_official.
Facebook?
Everything oludre_official.
And what's got
Twitter, Instagram, yeah. oludre_official. So if you go there, you see what we've done before, you see what is coming. There's quite some new songs coming out very soon, collaboration with some other people, you know. So yeah, we've been working.
Great. So what plans have you got for the future? Can you tell us? Any new song coming next year?
Well, definitely. In fact, this year into next year is going to be non-stop, you know, and there's plans for more videos too, you know. Okay. So yeah, expect more from Oludre and the gang.
Okay, for the viewers watching, your fans, and that want to get into music, but they've got to do day work, you see, and they're not sure if they can actually, you know, put the two together. So what have you got to say?
Well, the thing is, it's very tasking, to be sincere, you know, like, you just have to make up your mind, you know. Me, I call it ready to die. You understand? I don't care. I just do what I need to do. I put everything in it, and that's it. You know?
Yes. Wow. So our question for you today.
Right.
Obviously, every show we've got a topic. Question.
Okay.
So the topic question is about relationship.
Right.
So will you forgive an affair, or after being betrayed, do you think is wise to end the relationship to avoid being
in a toxic relationship?
No, yeah, being unhappy, being unhealthy, unhappy relationship at the end. So what do you think? Will you forgive and make your marriage work, or will you end it?
Well, that's quite that's quite deep, you know. But I'm going to talk in general, you know. So like, I'd say it depends on the situation, you know. Because for me, I'm secretly a feminist, you know. I don't blow this open really, but I don't really like situation where a lady or a girl is being mistreated, you know. So like, if it's the man who's actually like made the lady to like do what she's done, you know what I mean? If you've not been doing what is expected of you as a man, as a husband or whatever, you know, and somehow that happens, then I think it makes sense that you just, you know, patch it up to make things work. But if it's the other way around, then I'm out as fast as possible.
So you wouldn't forgive an affair?
How does that even happen? You know?
So do you agree?
I absolutely agree. Even yeah, I agree with him. He said, you know, it depends on the situation. If you are like, if you have been betrayed in the sense of now there is domestic violence and stuff, obviously I would end it because I'm more concerned about my life and my safety. And in terms of cheating, forgiveness, I haven't been cheated on. So, but I can't really say whether I think I would, you know, simply because, you know, I'm a Christian and, you know, what the Bible says about forgiveness. So yes, I would forgive, but
it would have nothing to do with that person.
But yeah, I would then
trust the person.
Yes, it will then take a lot. It will then take a lot to actually
work it through
and stuff, because, you know, it's because it takes. I'm sure it takes a lot for anyone to cheat. You know, it's yeah.
Okay.
Well, you say you will forgive, but you won't have anything to do with the person. Like, how have you forgiven? I don't get it.
Like, I can forgive in the sense that I forgive you, but you know, we can still remain no friends.
But you don't want to have nothing to do with the person, I think.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, in the sense of we can still see each
intimate.
Other, they won't, but it won't be, you know, and
right. I actually believe in forgiving that way, because the person will actually want you back still. Like, say you're forgiving, then we just wave that aside and continue the faithful way.
She said because of the Bible, isn't it?
So you'd forgive in a Christian way,
in
but
a Christian way, she said because of the Bible,
I wouldn't, but I don't think I would.
You could pursue the relationship.
Yeah.
Unless if God himself comes and says and tells me that, you know. So,
okay.
It just depends on the situation, then, doesn't it? Yeah. Depends on the severity of it, and
yes.
Yeah.
About your book, back to you, wasn't it? Revo. Can you tell the viewers where can they actually purchase this book from?
My book can be purchased on Amazon. From any country, any nation whatsoever. It's only £10.
Thanks so much, Ruva, for coming in. It was lovely speaking to you and hearing your story.
Thank you so much for having me.
Not at all. We're going to have to take a quick break now, but join us back and we'll be joined by Chica Michelle, the music artist.
Welcome back to the Minas Dollz Show. We're joined by our third guest, Chica Michelle, the UK artist. So how are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much for having me.
Not at all. So obviously you're a music artist. You've got a single out called True Love. Can you tell us about the genre of music that you do and a little bit about the single?
Okay, thank you for bringing me to the show. True Love is a soul kind of song, and what people don't understand, it's also an inspirational song. You can call it Christian, because what it's simply saying is trying to get people to understand the definition of love. So what inspired me to write that song was the definition of love that you find in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know that it's like a pandemic in the world today. Everyone is craving for true love. Everyone is looking for the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know people communicate better when they are listening to music. So,
Yeah.
and I felt, why not write a song that can communicate that,
Yeah.
definition? So it tells you love is patient, love is kind. Most people will go for something that might look like true love to them, but it's not actually true love. Compromised love, lonely kind of love, but true love brings it to the table. This is what it should look like.
Brilliant.
So what actually inspired you? Have you actually experienced this true love? Tell us about it.
Okay, another thing about true love is people might listen to a song and think that I am always, or maybe solely, talking about the love that you get from someone else or the love that you give to someone else. But if you look at it very closely, true love is actually about two different entities, God and yourself. The love that God gives you is true. The love you give yourself is true. That if you know how to give yourself love.
Mm-hmm.
Now the third one is the one you expect someone else to give you. But if you're able to get true love from God and true love for yourself, you become a compass for someone else to know how to love you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that attracts the right kind of love back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's true love in its true essence.
Brilliant.
True love.
And you're also a UK blogger. Can you tell us a little bit about your blog?
Okay, Chica Michelle blog is... Okay, initially I started off by interviewing people. So what I will do is to contact people through my social media platforms, and I'll say, oh, hello, I like what you're doing. It'll be awesome to have you on Chica Michelle blog, because I'm thinking about something that can inspire my readers.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on to do that, but just quite recently, thanks to a very good advice from a very good friend, I got another direction that I felt, okay, Chica, stop doing something that it's always about you. Why don't you care a little bit about the audience? Most people love gossip, but how can I go about gossip the right way and still make it informative?
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking at trending news. I started looking at things that may, benefit my readers and still keep that excitement.
Yeah.
So I have noticed a huge influx to the blog. It's not a huge deal like 1,000 likes, but it's the amount of likes comes through. It's very encouraging at the moment.
So what actually inspired you to become a blogger? You're an artist and you're a blogger. So how do you combine the two? Because it's two totally different angles.
This is what happened. As a singer, you need people to put you forward. You need people to let other people know that you are around, that you're relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't that lucky to find people to talk about me. And I felt like I'm an evil girl, so sorry, I have to break it down like that.
So what does that mean?
What that means is if people around you that you expect to promote you are not giving you that opportunity, you give it to yourself.
You got to push yourself. Yeah.
So Chica Michelle blog existed to promote Chica Michelle in a funny way whilst trying to get to know what's happening out there. My interviews is just solely for the reason so I can learn from you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to tell you that every single one who's been on the Chica Michelle blog have taught me something.
Brilliant.
So, but now I don't think it's about me anyway. So it's now more about other people.
So our topic for this show, we do on each show a different topic on women empowerment issues, is in regards to betrayal in a relationship or a marital affair. So where's your stance in terms of if an affair happens in the marriage, should you leave or should you try and work it out?
Okay, I will try to work things out because it's marriage. You've taken vows, you've made certain promises. But the only reason why I would want to work it out is if the other person is willing to apologize and willing to talk. The reason people might disagree with my opinion or my views, but if you look at it this way, if, for instance, your child comes home or someone tells you, oh, your child's been involved in so-and-so, and this is something really negative. I mean, you can believe that most prisoners in the prison, they've all got mums. So, but you will never see those mums ever disown their children based on their character. So, and it's still their son. There's this moving story about this, it's a well-known criminal in the late 70s called Kakinobileda. If I am wrong, please correct me. But the story goes like, when he was found and killed by the mobs, the mom went in the night, something like that, and put the dear son in a mat and buried him. Still his son. Sorry, her son. So if you consider that person your husband, your wife, and you're willing to give that person a chance because they are willing to work it out with you, I think you should give them a chance.
Okay.
No one is perfect.
So, Olu, do you agree?
I couldn't even wait for her to
Finish.
So, like, how many times can you bear this?
Okay. Now, if that person is a habitual cheater, that's a different story.
Right.
It's a different story.
Even being cheated once, do you know what I mean?
In the sense that you might want to deny certain rights based on health reasons. And it's a very difficult, to be fair, I will leave it to the person to decide and I will not judge.
Really?
Definitely, because if you want to walk away, you're walking away because you're in an unhealthy relationship. And that's just going to affect you, and then that will affect the children adversely because they are now leaving with a someone who's supposed to be a role model. But it's leaving a certain lifestyle that will taint the memories, the children. So you might want to get away from that environment for your own health's sake and for the children, and just hope for the best or just move on.
Okay.
That's the only way.
So that's all we've got time for. Thanks so much, Chica Michelle, for speaking to us, and thanks, Olu. It was lovely to talk to you both. Very inspiring. Chica's Michelle's going to close the show with her single True Love after the break.
Welcome back to the Minas Dollz show. We're still here with Chica Michelle and Olu. Chica Michelle is going to perform a new single, True Love, to end the show. Until next time, bye for now.
Chica Michelle, go. I've been going round and round just asking for the meaning of love. I've been going round and round just looking for something that reflects true love to me. Ladies, please. True love is patient. Oh, say it now. True love is selfish. Oh, not even personal. True love is kind. That's what your love is. That's what it is, baby. That's how true love is. That's just how it's like. That's when you know you found your true love. When true love is true. Listen, darling, you know what I'm talking talking about. Love's not easy to find, and looking in all the wrong places is something you don't wanna do. Hey. Love's quick to say sorry, eager to see you smile, and nothing compares to true love never ends. Oh, it never ends. No, that's what true love is. Ooh, that's what it is. That's how true love is. That's just how it feels like. That's when you know you found it. True love is when true love is true. True love is true. Don't rush love, please. Don't hush love, no. 'Cause love just ain't love if not true. True love